Chassidic Gems on Parshas Bo3. We'll start with a Chassidic classic. It says, by the Makas Choshech, by the plague of darkness, Lo yiro ish es ochiv, v'lo yikomu ish mitachtav shleishes yomim. Rashi explains that there were two stages. For the first 3 days it was darkness. Leiro ish es ochiv, they didn't see each other. And the second stage, after the third day, it was more intense. And the Mefarshim learn, the Gur Aryeh, the Maskil David, they seem to learn that it was ova, it was like thickness. The darkness was thick. They couldn't even get up from where they were. They couldn't get up wherever they were. That's where they remained. They couldn't go up or down. They were caught in the darkness. That's the simple. The Chassidic Gems are telling us, if somebody if somebody is not really concerned what's doing with his friend, he's only interested in himself, doesn't care for his friend, that person, he'll remain in the same situation, the same level, the same low level that he was, and he won't rise from it. They will not get up from their place. They will remain stationary there always. Being concerned about others is the duty of the Jew. We must care for others and we must try to help. So the Torah says that the Korban Pesach, that they would Pesach Mitzrayim, was to be tzli eish, roasted over the fire. That's the simple. The Chassidic Gems tell us like this: tzli. You think tzli means roast? It really does, but it's also comes from the language of sloisa. Sloisa means prayer, tefillah. That the tefillah, when somebody davens, he shouldn't be like a cold duck. He should be with fire, with enthusiasm, and that's the way you're supposed to daven. Continuing with Chassidic Gems on Parshas Bo3. The kocha toichlu oisai, they had to eat the Korban Pesach ready to leave Mitzrayim. Na'alechem beraglechem, their shoes on their feet. That's the simple. Na'alechem means shoes, and raglechem means feet. The Chassidic Gems are telling us, Na'alechem could come from the language, from the word min ol, to lock, and raglechem could mean hergelim, habits. We have to lock up our bad habits, our natural gashmiistic, materialistic habits. We should lock it up and only involve ourselves in ruchnius and spiritual growth. Umakelchem biyetchem. Chassidic Gems continuing on Parshas Bo3. Umakelchem biyetchem. Your staff, your stick, your cane should be in your hand. That's the simple. The Chassidic Gems are saying like this: the Yetzer Hara that's telling you to be mekel comes from the word mekel. You think of makelchem means the staff. Makelchem means when the Yetzer Hara is telling you to be mekel, to be lenient, should be biyetchem. It should be in the power of your hands. You shouldn't follow the Yetzer Hara, but you should have him in the palm of your hands. You should rule over him, not him over you. Rav HaKodesh, Rabbi Shalom Mibelz. Continuing Chassidic Gems on Parshas Bo3. It says in the pasuk that they should put the dam V'hoyo hadam lochem la'ois. The blood that they put on their doorstep, on their mashkov, on their houses, should be as a sign. The Rebbeinu Shalom will pass over those houses. They should. V'hoyo adam lochem la'ois. The blood should be for you for a sign. That's the simple. The Chassidic Gems interpret hadam meaning coming from a lotion of demama, silence. And ois, you think ois means a sign? Ois means a letter. Before you utter a word out of your mouth, you should be silent, and you should think before you speak if this is something that the Torah permits you to speak or it doesn't. Think before you speak. Be silent before you utter an ois, a letter. Continuing Chassidic Gems on Parshas Bo3. It says in the Torah, Vayikra Moshe l'chol ziknei Yisrael vayomer aleihem. Moshe Rabbeinu called all the elders of Israel and said to them, Mishchu u'kachu lachem tzayin l'mishpachoseichem v'shachatu haposach. Pull, draw, get, and take for yourselves lambs for your families, and kill and shech the korban pesach. Rashi says, Mishchu Misha yesh leitzayin yimshech mishaloi. If you have your own stables, you have your own animals, take from yours. Mishchu, just bring it in and shech the korban pesach. Misha ein loi, whoever doesn't have, yikach min hashuk, should go buy it from the market. That's the simple. The Chassidic Gems is saying like this: Misha ein loi. If a person feels that he's so spiritually poor, not doing so well spiritually, Yikach loi min hashuk, he should take a mussar from what's going on in the street. How much people toil to make their mizonos, to make their food. And with that same mesiras nefesh, with that same effort, they should exert effort in serving Hashem. Misha ein loi yikach moshel ben hashuk. He should take, if somebody feels he's spiritually down, he should take musa from the people in the street who work so hard for their mezainos, and that's the same effort. That same effort he should put into serving HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We should be zeicha to this. Amen v'amen. Sikum on the Chassidic Gems, summary of the things we can learn from it. We learned that if somebody is only interested in himself, does not care for others, that person will not get to any higher place. He remains stationary wherever he was. A Yid has to think about somebody else, has to care for somebody else, has to want to help somebody else. We also learned that when it comes to davening, it has to be eish, fire, enthusiastic. Don't be a cold duck. When it comes to davening and serving Avodas Hashem, it should be done with vigor, with enthusiasm. We also learned that we must learn to lock up our bad habits. If we have bad habits, we're so used to them. We're so used to doing our things. We didn't have kavanah yesterday when we davened. We didn't learn so well yesterday, and we keep doing it the next day just like we did it the day before. No good. Lock up your bad habits and start having new good habits. We also learned that when the Yetzer Hara tells you could be lenient here, you could be lenient there, don't listen to him. We learned you should rule over your Yetzer Hara. He should be in the palm of your hand, not in the palm of his hand. We should, when he says to be lenient here, be lenient there, we have to, it has to be in the power, we should control it, we should rule over it. We also learned, think before you speak. Is this Lashon Hara? Is this saying something? Is this embarrassing somebody? We have to be silent before we speak. And we also learned that we should take lessons from the people going out and exerting effort in making a living. They put all their heart and soul into it, and that's the way we should see to learn Torah. Put in effort, and we will be blessed. We should be zecher to all these wonderful hashkafas. Amen v'yamen.